Hello, it's Neil Walters of neilsvideos.com. Today I want to talk to you about the treasure chest on Gala Games. So I'm on the app.gala.games site, and if I go to inventory, that's where you see all the NFTs you hold and the coins that you hold. And notice that a lot of them have two different sections. Like here, I have Gala on the Ethereum chain, and I have Gala in the treasure chest. Town coin. You see, I don't have any in my Ethereum blockchain, but all that I own are in my treasure chest. So what is the treasure chest and what's that all about? So glad you asked. I'm going to click this button and show you, just for example, what I have in my Townstar chest here. And basically, we've been talking about earning your daily rewards. So see, every day that I play the game, and I earn my, what they call it, your minimum rewards there. They have that little task that you're supposed to do, which is earning, I think it's 1,000 points, right? Pretty easy for me to do. I get my 42 coins deposited into this chest, okay? And then also I get a few coins thrown in here because I'm a Gala node holder. I'd love to have a Townstar node, but I wasn't able to get on. You have to, when they put them up for sale, you have to jump in and have your money in Ethereum already, and then, or your whatever coins ready, and then buy it really quick before someone else grabs all of them. They have a very limited number, and they are in great demand right now. So let's go back to what is this chest. It is kind of an interim thing that we have until they create the Gala chain, okay? They've talked about, I've heard first quarter 2022. I don't know when they're going to do it. Of course, lots of times development schedules slide with big companies, but they are coming out with their own Gala chain. And that will improve a lot of things. The problem with the treasure chest is this. Basically, you have to do this convert button here. So I'm going to just hit convert. I'm not actually going to do it. And when you do convert, it's going to say, do you want to convert these town coins basically from your treasure chest to your normal blockchain? Matter of fact, let's just read here. It says, as we continue making strides toward the release of the Gala chain, which will provide nearly free transactions through the Gala Games ecosystem, we have made some important updates to the inventory system. Items that have previously appeared in your treasure chest will now, I think when they say will now appear, that means when they actually start the Gala chain. They will appear, right now, no, they show in your inventory. They do put GC on there. We'll show you that in a minute. Moving your GC, your Gala coin items to another chain, such as Ethereum, will involve gas fees, as is still the same back-end process of minting items from your treasure chest. This is a transition towards the user experience that is envisioned once the Gala chain is live. Let me go back to the screen here, just point out the GC. So notice, I don't know when they started doing it, but a while back they started putting GC here. So GC is on the coins that are in your treasure chest. And again, that means one day those coins will be on the Gala chain. So it is my personal opinion that right now what the treasure chest is simply an entry in their database. The whole world is moving to this concept of blockchain gaming, right? And the concept there is that your coins are not held by a company that could go under or something like that. I don't think Gala is going to go under anything, but the other point is some games they're talking about where you might even be able to take a skin that you buy and use it in one game and then actually go use it in another game, and that you have permanent ownership of those items that you buy, which are pretty much the NFTs down here. But up here we have the coins that we use to buy these NFTs, or that we earn, or some of you maybe go trade them. And by trading coins, you're basically a trader, which is trying to make money on speculation that the coin's going to go up in value. You sell when it goes up, and you buy when it goes down, et cetera, if you think you can do that. So Ethereum, as you may know, came out not long after Bitcoin, and one of the faces behind the blockchain is Vitalik Buterin. So Ethereum has this problem right now, is that gas fees can be really, really high. I just did a video, if you go back one or two, it's on how to save gas fees when you're using Metamask, which is a plugin basically to your browser. Matter of fact, I'm going to open MetaMask right here. And here I'm going to show you that you can switch accounts. Actually, I'm on the Avalanche network. I don't know why, because I was looking at that earlier. So this is actually worth teaching. So you can see here that with the same tool, MetaMask, it basically works with different networks. So Ethereum mainnet is the one I'm going to switch to. And some people, like when I took a development course, you can actually have your own, you can connect MetaMask to the Ethereum development network, or you can actually run Ethereum on your own machine and connect to that. So MetaMask was built with this idea that you're connecting to a network, and there's screens right here, down here, add network. I'm not going to do it, but okay, so right here, you can actually just you can basically copy and paste in all this network information from whoever gives it to you, and then you'll be able to connect to that network. So here, when we see these different networks, I believe they are all clones of Ethereum. I think they almost have to be to work with MetaMask. So in other words, like I own Theta Coin, and to use Theta Coin, I have to go to a different tool or go to a website where I can access the Theta wallet. I think Harmony One has a different wallet because they're not Ethereum compatible. But I believe all these on here are either, if not 100% Ethereum compatible, at the minimum, they're compatible enough to work with MetaMask. And one of those things means that if you have a wallet or an address on Ethereum, you'll have that same wallet address on one of these other networks. Now I'm going to just switch here. I can click on the network I want to go back to, so I'm going to click on the Ethereum network. Then once I've done that, I'm going to click on this little colored circle here. It's kind of like a menu. I don't know why they don't have a... I mean, to me, it's kind of weird that they just have this colored circle and you don't even know what it means. So here you can have your different accounts. And you can see I've got 2 or 3, actually I have 4 accounts here. I think a public one was one I was using once when I was just doing a demo. And then the bottom one, this one's called Gala Games Account. Okay. And you can see there, oh, see, it's this Ethereum number right here. See that Ethereum 0.158823, 0.1588229? It's just a different number of digits, okay? So this one was rounded a little bit. And at one point, oh, that's what I did. I added that account from Gala to my MetaMask in order to buy one of my NFTs over on OpenSea.io, okay? And I showed in that video how you go about that. And here you can create as many new accounts as you want, but generally you only need 1 or 2. So actually, let me just show you one more thing. I'm going to click to this Gala account here. And up here, there's going to be like an address. Every account on this type of blockchain has a public and a private address. You have to keep your private address secret, and that's one of the things MetaMask does for you. And if someone's going to send you some coins, you have to give them your public address, okay? But one thing about giving out that address is they can, at any time in the future, they can go see how many coins you have in that account. So blockchain, most of them are not really private, which is kind of interesting. All these records and transactions are actually public. So here on this wallet, if I click Assets and I scroll down, oh, that's interesting. I forgot what SOS, that was something I did recently. I think I meant to put it in the other wallet. I usually try to keep things separate. I only put Gala stuff in this account, but whatever that was, it ended up in here. Oh, no, I know what that was. That was a free airdrop I got for using OpenSea. Okay, so since I used OpenSea, I was able to go claim this many, like 8,949,756 SOS coins. I even forgot the name of the site right now, but you could go look up airdrop related to OpenSea. And if you've used it before then, you can get those coins too if it's not too late. Now, we don't see Gala and Townstar on here, but you see over here, I do have Gala, right? So what's up? Why don't I see it over here? Well, it's really there, but I just never added the Gala coin to it. So there is a screen on here where you can manually type that in, but let me show you a quick shortcut. I'm going to open a new browser window here, and I'm going to go to CoinGecko.com, and you can also use CoinMarketCap.com. Then up here, you can search for Gala or Townstar. Okay, so there you get a list of all the coins that have the word Gala in them. And then I'm going to click this one. That's just going to give you the web page within CoinGecko that's related to that one specific coin. You can see the price of the coin here. And just let me show you what's down here in case you've not seen this before. Right here is a price chart. I'm waiting on it to fill in. Okay, there it is. So this is, see these little links right here? This is the price of Gala in the last 24 hours. If you just click this, you'll see like 7 days. I guess every time you click it, it's going to take just a second. There, it refreshed it. And let's just go for 1 year here and see what it did. Okay, so you see that the coin started off really, really low down here, like under a penny. And then it shot up, and then it went up to like 60 cents or 70 cents. And now it's dropped down to about 30-some cents right now. And when you put your mouse over that line there, see a little tooltip pops up and shows you what the price was on that given date. Okay, so that's one way to get the price chart. What I really came here to show you is this little trick up here. Here's the contract. Basically, the way Ethereum and most I guess all blockchains work is that someone puts a program onto that blockchain, and that program is called a smart contract. And it actually, everything on the blockchain has an address. Your wallet has an address, and the smart contract will have an address. So this is actually public and available. I can show you that in just a second. And then over here, it says add to Metamask. So I'm going to click that, and then Metamask will pop up here. And it's going to ask me if I really want to add it. So it's not going to let just some website try to add some garbage you don't want in there. So I'm going to say, yes, I want to add that. And there it actually tells me my balance, which we'll go confirm in a minute. So I just click the add token button. And now I want to go back to Gala Games inventory here. I'm going to open the MetaMask again. Now if I scroll down, there's Gala Games, and you can, or not, doesn't say games, just Gala, and you can see here 78 or 7,832 Gala coins, which over here 7.83222284. In this case, the one on the left actually has more precision, more decimal points, but trust me, they're the same. Now you can also take your address at the top here, which I've hidden just for privacy. You can actually, there's another thing here. Hang on. Right here, view on Etherscan. If you click that, it'll actually go to a website called etherscan.io, and you can see everything about your own account. So, my account is public, but you don't know what my account is if I hide it properly, right? So anyone can see the account. They just don't know that it belongs to Neil Walters. They think it's just some other guy owns that account, right? So let's review again. If I go to, say, this Town Coin treasure chest, and I hit the convert button, what it's going to do is take my coins out of the, what I consider to be the database, which until it's Gala Chain, it's going to change in the future. Once they have Gala Chain, it's going to be its own blockchain, and it's going to act a little bit different. We'll probably do update videos when that comes out. But right now, it's, I believe the term they use is minting. You're taking coins out of their database world, and you're minting it into the real Ethereum world. So these smart contracts, I think, have a function called mint, and that mint will then put it in someone's wallet. And so that's what you're doing when you hit the convert button down here. You're running a smart contract on the Ethereum blockchain, and it's basically somehow calling the mint function of that contract, and it's giving you those coins. At least that's how I think it works. And you're going to have to pay Ethereum gas fees when you do that. So that's why I did the separate video like yesterday or the day before on how to save money on your Ethereum gas fees. So when you're minting here, if you plan ahead, you don't usually need the coins like right away. So if you say, okay, I'm going to mint them this weekend, you plan ahead and you hit this convert button and you set your gas fees really, really low, and it might take 2 or 3, 4 hours for them to actually occur and be in your regular wallet. But it might save you $30, $40, $50 or more on your Ethereum gas fees. So probably there'll be a day in the future, we keep watching the announcements from Gala, that they're going to tell us like the inventory or the treasure chest might be closed for 4 hours or a day or something like that, while they convert over. And then because they don't want you to like double spend, right? So there's got to be probably a time period where they're going to have to shut it down. And then they're basically going to move all our coins onto the Gala chain. Now, let's talk about these other chains again real quick. Remember up here when I opened this? Sure takes a long time for that to pop up. But we talked about there being all these other chains up here. Well, each chain has its own coin and its own price. An Ethereum coin right now is like, what, $4,000, give or take a few hundred. And therefore, the gas fees are based on the price of that coin. So that's one reason the gas fees are so high. And if Ethereum, for example, goes to 20,000, the gas fees on Ethereum will be even higher. Now, that Vitalik Buterin I was talking about, they're working on a version 2 of Ethereum that's supposed to solve all that, but they've been working on it for a long time. I don't know if it's 2 years or more, and it's still not here. And they keep promising it, and it will probably come, but it must be extremely complicated. And by the way, just another little piece of knowledge I'll throw at you. There is a guy by the name of Richard Hart who created the coin called Hex, and he's creating a chain called the Pulse chain, Pulse. And what that is he's actually cloning the entire Ethereum blockchain. Now, what the heck does that mean? That would be a whole nother video in itself, but just briefly, he's going to like just copy it over, and then all the coins you have on Ethereum, you're going to have on his blockchain as well. Some people call that a fork. Like when Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash split, you actually had your coin on both chains. And Bitcoin went up in value, and I think BCH or Bitcoin Cash is maybe $200 or $300 right now. So sometimes you get lucky and you get these coins on different platforms. Now, that's probably not going to happen with Gala at all, but your Gala coins will be copied over to the Pulse chain. Now, what's going to happen then is going to be kind of unknown, because theoretically, they're going to have their own exchange over there too called Pulse Swap, and you can trade and buy coins on the Pulse chain, just like we use Uniswap to buy and sell coins on the Ethereum chain. So these coins on that chain probably would have no value, because in other words, if you can't spend your money on the Gala website, what good is it to have Gala coins on the Pulse chain? Okay, so that, I know that's a little advanced and mind-blowing there, but just keep that in mind. That's coming probably in a couple of months. He's actually got his Pulse test network up, and I've never actually connected to it. But remember I said here you can add a network. So I could click add, and I could add the Pulse test network now and see what it looks like. And then when the real Pulse comes out, I'll be able to add the real Pulse network onto this MetaMask, right? Now, what are all these other networks here? Binance Smart Chain is another interesting case. I remember when Binance is a big exchange that a lot of people use, but most of us in the United States cannot use Binance.org. And then they created Binance.us. But if you're in like 5 or 6 states, including Texas, where I live, you cannot use that either. So Binance is kind of like worthless to me. But they created their own coin called the ticker symbol, or what are you going to call it? It's called BNB, Binance Coin, okay, basically. And that coin, it would have been a great investment, but I never bought any. It went up like 400 times or something like that or more. And what I believe they did is that they didn't copy the Ethereum blockchain, they copied the Ethereum software. So Ethereum is actually open source. You can go right now and see and read the code of Ethereum, right? If you're a programmer. And you can actually take it and run it on your own computer. You can put it on a cloud server somewhere and run it. The point is, does anybody care? Well, that's more or less what Binance did. They took the code, they generated their own coin on that new code, and they call that the BNB, or the Binance coin. Then they created their own exchange. And so a lot of the smaller coins I buy related to gaming and stuff, I can go buy those on the Binance Smart Chain. And you end up paying literally like 10 or 20 cents or less for your transactions instead of the $30, $50, $80, $120 you pay when you use the Ethereum blockchain. Avalanche, I can't remember. The reason I got on that one was there was some DeFi project I was with that I needed that. I still don't remember what this one is. But anyway, that's why these other chains are out there. So that's pretty much what I wanted to cover about this treasure chest, the so-called treasure chest on Gala Games. And just briefly, that Pulse thing I mentioned, they are creating their own, like I said, Pulse Swap, which is kind of like Uniswap. And the way you can get that coin now is by doing what they call a sacrifice. Okay. And what is a sacrifice? The sacrifice means you would go to MetaMask here and you would send some coins. You're basically telling them, here, just take my coins. I'm giving them to you. And the point is they don't ever have to give you anything in return, but most likely they will. So then when the Pulse Swap comes out, they're going to reward you based on this kind of formula where they're just going to give you some of the Pulse Swap coins. And I think January 10th was the first. There's not a, I mean, there will be a cutoff, but January 10th was to get the most for bang for your buck. It's like a game theory, right? So if you put your sacrifice in, then you would get more return. And then each week that return tapers off a little bit and a little bit, or each day or each week, there's some formula. And so you can still go sacrifice to that if you want. And it might be good just to have a few Pulse Swap coins when they do make their distribution. They basically airdrop them to you. Richard Hart is the creator of that. He's a very interesting person. You can check out his YouTube channel. He said he made a lot of money in some early business. I think it was even like car stereos or something. And then I think he made a ton of money in Bitcoin. And he does what they call flexing. Like in his pictures, he'll have all these Rolexes and $200,000 or $300,000 watches behind him on these spinners. And then other things, he buys these lavish, weird clothes. And it's just like, he's just showing that he doesn't need money, basically. He says, I've made enough money that more than I ever need. And so I can buy all this stupid stuff, because I'm not even sure he appreciates the stuff. He just says, just to show that he's a real person and that he's not faking it. Okay. So anyway, that's a whole nother thing. I hope this video was helpful, knowing about the treasure chest and what's coming with GC Gala Chain, hopefully first quarter this year, but I don't know. They might do it. We'll see. So we're looking forward to that. And I believe when they come out with the Gala Chain, they're going to have like a Gala Swap as well, where you can basically, it's going to be like a competitor to OpenSeas. So you can sell or trade your NFTs from Gala on some kind of a Gala tool to other Gala players. And then I think the big thing a lot of people have been asking about is the ability to rent your NFTs as well. I don't know for sure when that's coming, but I bet you it's going to be after they have the Gala Chain or shortly thereafter that. Okay, so hope this video was helpful. At the end of my videos, I've been telling you some little fact or history about myself. I think it was 2001. I went to Europe the first and only time. I got some other travels I could tell you about later. I taught a class in Belgium for 2 weeks for, I think it was an IBM related conference. That's when I was doing XML, which is a computer related technology. And so I went to England before that conference, went to the conference. Then I took the train to Paris on the weekend, saw Versailles and the Louvre. And then I went back to Belgium. And then the last weekend I saw the main city there in Belgium. And then, of course, flew back. So another little history about me. See you on the next video.